Hey, One Accord students, it is so good to talk to you just for a moment. It is Christmas season. Can you believe it? My hope is that over the course of Christmas that we can take a time to sort of pause on our normal habits and begin to think on this Advent season. Now, Advent is meant not to only point us to the coming of Jesus as a baby, but really to point through the birth, through the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, all the way to the end of Revelation, where God says he will make all things new. We want to focus on the character of who God is and what he has promised us. And so, one of the ways I would like for us to take time in our tribe is to grow in this Advent season. Many of you are maybe already in the middle of a study. Awesome, great. But I hope that even if your tribe isn't getting together through the month of December or kind of taking a pause until the new year, one of the things you can do is you can resource your students, you can resource your tribe to do things on their own. And so one of the ways that I'm doing that with my tribe right now is we are using the Bible app, and we've selected an Advent reading plan, and so we're on day 2, and we can chat on there and communicate about what we're reading. And so that's a great way to engage in this Advent season on our own. Another way, and the reason why I'm doing this video, is so that I can show you guys an incredible resource that Lighthouse offers us. So the first thing I'm going to do, hopefully, is pull up the Lighthouse webpage. When you get there, there is something. If you go to About Us, go down to Resources, and Rightnow Media. Rightnow Media is basically like a Christian Netflix. It's a resource curriculum where all kinds of authors and studies have been put on this with videos, questions, pointing us to Scripture. It's really great, a really great resource for us to have, especially if you're wanting to grow on your own. So go to that About Us, go down to Resources, Rightnow Media, and then click on, once you land on that, the Rightnow Media landing page on the Lighthouse website, you'll click on Sign Up. Once you do that, it will automatically, that link will connect you to Lighthouse's account. You can go down then and start your profile. Once you've set all that up, you will be able to enter into Rightnow Media. I'm gonna click over so you can see mine. When you land in Rightnow Media, you want to go to login. You'll be prompted to do so. If not, you won't be able to access all the content. And right here at the beginning, before we get into what I would love us to see over the course of this Advent season, which is this guy right here, J.D. Greer, I'd like just to take a second to familiarize yourself with what's happening on Rightnow Media. All kinds of training, Bible studies, conference sessions. Even our name is on here so that you can click that, and underneath there you can find stuff that Pastor Ryan's put on here, Gather to Scatter, all kinds of stuff for us. But one of the things I'd like you to look at is youth. If you go to youth, didn't get that one. Here, there are tons of great Bible studies. One of the ones we did over the summer was Finding Truth, and I shared that with a few of you guys online. Powerful, powerful study. Another one we've used is this guy, Brody Jefferson. We watched one of his videos in One Accord last year. Great resources all on here. And I just want to get you familiar with this, because in this COVID world, and when we don't have necessarily the normal youth function that's happening, that we're used to, you have to know how to self-feed. You have to know how to go and find content, read the word for yourself, study, and this is a great resource to have at home and use this so that you can continue in that pathway. So let's go back to the landing page right now, and let's click on the Advent series. Now, we are using our tribe content specifically to go along with what's happening in our Sunday morning services. Brandon is going to be speaking over the 4 names of God given in Isaiah 9. Here, he has some of those names already listed. J.D. Greear. This is a whole different separate Advent series, but it's like God put it together. And we're going to be covering some of these names: Wonderful Counselor, Everlasting Father, and all of these others. Emmanuel, God with us, and I Am will connect to what we're talking about. So let's just click on Wonderful Counselor. When you do that, you'll see that the video begins to play. It's well done. You will definitely be encouraged by what you watch in this. Now, I'm going to pause that and come over here on the left-hand side of your screen. It says Study Guide. If you click that and open it up, here you'll find out what the session is about, questions to ask yourself before you view the video, some things that you should be looking for, listening for in that time, as well as this review area. So many great questions to begin to wrestle through. We're in a season of life right now in COVID that learning how to self-feed, being responsible for your own walk with Jesus is critical, and it's paramount. And I want to encourage us as a one accord and as our tribes are meeting to take a step forward in Advent right now. Jesus does have an incredible purpose, and my fear as not having the chance to meet and not having necessarily the voice in front of everyone all the time is that I won't have the chance to remind us to not get caught up in the Christmas rush, getting gifts, buying gifts, receiving gifts, being distracted by all the different things that are happening in our world. And I don't want this Christmas season or this Advent season to go to pass us by without really stopping and going deeper, digging deeper. And so that's really the heart behind this video. Hopefully you guys have played around with the Bible app before. You can find those Bible reading plans and do that with your group. I know that many of you have done that. But the second thing was the Rightnow media, and I don't know what the future holds, but if we continue in the trends of the current time, this resource can be super useful for us to continue our growth in Jesus Christ. Love you guys, and I cannot wait to see you. And if I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas.